sorry. I'm very sorry. So hi, I hope everyone is good. I hope everyone is okay. I hope your year started good. Today I just wanted to make I'm actually at home where I do my videos, so I'm actually waiting for a friend to come over. I'm waiting for Elkanah to come over because we shot one of his videos last year. It's a music video, so it was also my first music video, and I just completed the first cut yesterday, and I just want him to come over and kind of like tell me what he thinks about it. You guys, I have shown Elkanah on this channel before. I think I'll put one of his pictures here. So I've known him for quite a while. He's been making music for the last 5 years, and last year I just asked him if I could direct and shoot one of his videos, and he let me, and I just want to see where that kind of goes. Yeah, other than that, today's video is on something that I think is important for creators to go into the new year kind of having an idea of. It's a piece of advice that I should have taken myself and really didn't, and at the end of 2019 it kind of affected me slightly, and currently I'm just actually getting out of it. So yeah. So believe it or not, I left this room thinking that this camera was in the other room. I sat down, prepared myself, and then wanted to record, but then I realized that I left the camera in here. So you know what, let's just go. So guys, I don't know whether this happens to a lot of you, but on the day that you decide that you are actually going to go out, make the time, sit down and start doing, you know, a YouTube video or something, is the day that everybody else, it's the day that all of your neighbors decide, oh, we also have activities today, like banging on the fence. There's a guy out here I'm about to kill. Alright, so I don't think I will waste all my time trying to wait for someone to stop banging on their fence so that we go on with the video. Wait, I got a message. Today's video is titled "Don't Work, Don't Dope," and I wanted to kind of explain that. Don't work, don't dope is a mantra that I have coined for myself this year. Everything I'm about to talk about, of course, is not entirely my own, so I just picked it up from a number of people I was listening to and decided to coin my own mantra that will possibly guide me into the new decade, as everyone is saying. Don't work, don't dope. What does it mean? Don't work for me simply means don't listen to people when they tell you your work is bad. Work, bad. It's whack. You get it. The other part of the mantra is don't dope, which means don't listen to people when they tell you your work is dope. Last year there was quite a bit of work that I was doing, and it was very many times that people came out and told me, you know, I feel like, you know, I don't like this so much, or this is not what I envisioned. Or one of the things that usually used to like really eat at me was when somebody says, this is not enough of a creative effort. That was painful. That was painful. But this is the thing. One of the things that I learned from all of those experiences was that not everyone is going to kind of always resonate with what you do creatively. And another thing I learned was that is also okay. I was at a workshop where one of the photographers doing the workshop said that not every client that comes your way is your client. So you have to be able to let go of them if they don't like what it is that you do. The third thing that I also learned from this is that if you are consistently working at whatever it is you're doing, be it painting, writing, And you know, whatever creative thing it is that you're doing, if you're consistently working at it, then whatever piece of work that you created that, you know, people didn't resonate with, that is probably the worst piece of work you're ever going to produce. It can only go up from there. So there's really no point in sitting down to stress over spilled milk. If people didn't like it, they just didn't like it. What is important is that you enjoyed the process of doing it, and you are happy with what you produced, and that you are continuously working on what it is that you want to do. Before I go deep into what I mean in the second part, I think it is important to first look for the full meaning of the word dope. So dope is derived from the word dopamine, and I was doing a Google search here for what dopamine is, and it simply says dopamine is known as a feel-good neurotransmitter, a chemical that ferries information between neurons. The brain releases it when we eat food that we crave or while we have sex, contributing to feelings of pleasure and satisfaction as part of the reward system. This important neurochemical boosts mood, motivation, and attention, and helps regulate movement, learning, and emotional responses. I think as creators, we derive satisfaction from praise and acclaim for the work that we do. And this happens, of course, because we want to feel that we've done our best work, and we also want to feel valued. So these feelings that we derive from the praise and the acclaim accelerate the production of dopamine, which makes us feel good. So in the end, you can say you feel dope. Robin Sharma, the author of The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, actually says that success breeds complacency. As creators, we have this tendency to float in dopamine for a bit too long. Some of us are held up in a bubble, and we don't realize that we need to get out of this bubble so that we can keep working. So you will find creators saying, you know, I did this, I've done this video, I've done those photographs, you know, I wrote this book, and they really live in that bubble. The problem I find with that is that it comes off as egoistic and proud, and I feel over time it makes work look complacent. Okay, so guys, I just had to move out of where I was recording. That the noise became too much. It's like he moved closer to where I was recording from, so I had to leave. But anyway, I want to finish off this video, and I want to finish it off by first saying that, you know, if people don't like your work or you don't get that much praise for your work, that's completely okay. People may not like your work for so many other reasons other than the fact that it is good, right? So it might actually be good work, but people just don't resonate with it, and that's something to consider. Secondly, it could be that you've not yet found your mojo, or you've not yet found your flow, right? So at the very end of the day, it is up to you to continue being consistent so that you can finally bring it to the level that it needs to be. I think it is important for creators to understand that in as much as we want to feel valued, in as much as we want people to like what it is that we do, it is important to also not get lost in the feeling of being dope. Like I said before, success breeds complacency. It is very possible for you to lose yourself in how well you're doing, and you forget that you need to continue working. I've talked about Jeff Goins before in a previous video in the previous video. What did we talk about in the previous video? I've completely forgotten. Yes, creative myths. So I've talked about this before. Jeff Goins also says that an artist's job is to create art and not to receive accolades and praise and acclaim and such like things. So always remember to always come down to earth. I'm not saying that you shouldn't take praise, acclaim, or even awards. Those things actually spark a lot of motivation, and I encourage you to join competitions, do great work, and receive as much praise as possible. But remember, at the end of the day, or rather have it at the back of your mind, that it can also be, you know, your downfall. So that's all I had for today. So hopefully it's a short video, it's not too long, but you know, I just thought it important to kind of share with you guys some things that you should carry with you into the new year, into the new decade. And yeah, Bolt will be here much later on in the day, and yeah, I can't really wait to get his perspective on the video. It might be work, it might be dope, but I'm not letting that bother me so much. And yeah, I think once the video is out and done, I will be sharing that with you guys on Instagram and on here on YouTube as well. Also, if you do want to interact with a bit more of my work, take your time and follow me at Misheni Derek. I have a write-up of what I just talked about in this video on my website. It's misheniderek.com, so you can also go there and just see a little bit more on what I did. It's not a very long post, it's something short and concise, so you don't have to spend too long there. And yeah, see you guys in another video.